Alright, Facebook. Today's the day. Josie showed up. There's the black version. Not gonna lie, it's equally cool and somewhat silly. It's like you thought about getting it, and then you get it, and you're like a professional cornhole player, which I didn't even think was a possibility or a thing 3 years ago. But that said, I'm actually excited and proud to wear this and be part of the ACL. So I normally do Facebook stuff. I would probably usually take a picture of this stuff and I would write out my thoughts. I just felt like doing a video is a little more personal and maybe show what it meant to me. So right now I do have a little some things written down so that I can keep this going in a straight direction. Until this showed up, and I, because obviously you get the email says you're a pro, and my account says I'm a pro, but until this showed up, it just, in the bushes, it didn't feel real. Now it does. There's been a lot of ups and downs, good days and bad days, some great moments and some heartbreaking defeats, some epic shots, along with totally blowing it, or as Nick likes to say, Shankzilla. But it's these failures that makes success so great. But all of this was not done on my own. There's lots of people to thank, and lots of people to thank. First and foremost, I wouldn't be here without my wife Jen. Jen, not only does she push me and believe in me more than anyone, she is the reason I can travel and practice. She is the biggest, by far, financial supporter. So this is her achievement as much as mine. She always picks me up on my bad day and motivates me when I need it. Sometime last year, talking about maybe pushing to become a pro and getting the points and doing these things. She went online and found, I don't know which pro, but she stole their torso and a jersey and then photoshopped my head on it. And it took like a leaderboard with names on it and put my name in the middle, and so that I could, and she put it up in the bedroom so that I could look at it every day and realize that, see it could come true. She's just trying to motivate me. That's one of the things that she did for me, on top of the millions of things she's done to make this dream come true for me. So I can't thank her enough, and she should probably be wearing the other one next to me right now, because this really is her achievement as much as my own. The next part of this is it's kind of like grouped together, because I don't want to make one any more than the other. So I'm going to thank Cobra Kai Cornhole and Camp Obika, Adirondack Cornhole by Stuart Curtis, and the entire 518 community as a whole. I started Cobra Kai Cornhole, but that started because of Camp Obika. I started with a blind draw one day, and then because of the pandemic, every weekend all we did was play cornhole. And that opened up a lot of doors for me to see that this sport was growing, and that it was a competition. And I had always been in sports, football, basketball, everything. But the older I got, the more my body was beat up, and those sports really I couldn't do anymore. And this sport allowed me to keep a competition. And so like anything else, I'm like, I'm gonna, have fun with this and go at this, and my competitive nature came out. And so, camp started the first part of it, and then we decided at camp to start, we were watching the Cobra Kai series, and we thought it would be, I'm not gonna lie, the beginning of Cobra Kai was to be funny. We're gonna start Cobra Kai Cornhole, and we started with t-shirts, and we would have fun at camp, and it was really great. And then I saw on Facebook, I saw that there was a regional ACL tournament for cornhole, and I'm like, wow, we should go try this. I mean, we've been playing at camp, we beat people at camp, we're doing pretty good, we'd probably do all right. And so it was Stuart Curtis's at Adirondack Cornhole, and me and Bill Belro show up, and we won some games that we didn't do as well as we thought we would do, and we were just in competitive. So that really opened the door that, man, there's some really good people in here, and this sport's grown. And so we took it even more seriously, and I saw that they were having leagues, and so the first league I ever went to was at Stewart's at the Edison Club, where I met most of the people that today are some of my best friends in cornhole, and that I see 2 and 3 times a week, and become really important in not only cornhole, but in my life in general. This community is great. If somebody needs something, it's the first one to step up and help and do fundraisers, or if you need something, somebody will be there. So I can't say enough about the 518 community. One of the first people I met at the Edison Club was curly-haired kid with his pot of gold Reynolds bags, and we got to know each other and play against each other, and even though he has terrible taste in bags, he really turned out to be amazing. He was getting better every week, and he would be pushing me, and I'd be pushing him, and until eventually, we became teammates, and we would travel around. We traveled around a lot of the North America and Canada, and California, Nevada, Arizona, Virginia, South Carolina, Virginia Beach. We did all these, and we had some good runs. Some third place finishes in Tier 1, third place finishes in Tier 1, Mesa and Vegas, 5th in Tier 1 in Canada. We've really become close, and I couldn't be here or achieve this jersey if it wasn't for Nick Patuski. You need a good partner to get points in regionals. He really helped me, not only in the fact that this kid's so good, I gotta keep trying to get better just to catch him, and so, but to help me get those points, to help me get the exposure, to help me get these points in opens and do all these things. So I really owe him thanks, and in helping me earn this. And we have some adventures yet to go, so I'm excited to see like what we do this year. We have a plan to go to Europe this summer, go play in the Swiss Open. So it'd be a great adventure. And I'm going to go into my sponsors. I wasn't sure who to lead off with. This year my number one P1 sponsor was Wicked Cornhole. My first ever sponsor was Ultra. I guess that's not true. Jen's probably my first ever sponsor. But, I think I'm going to go with, just to mention Ultra first, because they were my first sponsor. And for that, that's the only reason. They reached out to me, and asked if I wanted to be part of Team Ultra, and of course, it seemed like a huge achievement, and I was very excited for it. And I remember, basically applying and interviewing and doing these things. And when I got it, I'm like, I was amazed, and it was awesome. And I'm still to this day excited to represent Team Ultra. They saw something in me, and in my game, and this is my second year as Ultra and Team Ultra, first as a pro. It's a top-notch bag company with the best bags in the game. Viper is my bag of choice, of course, but they have bags for everyone and everyone's style. I want to thank them for the continued support, and hopefully I can get, Ultra on a bunch of podiums and get this jersey on some TV and hopefully, represent them well. Next is Wicked with Cornhole. When it comes to Wicked, I was a supporter of them before they ever sponsored me. I was never sponsored by them last year. I just liked Bruce and Stacy, and I loved their boards, and so it was more out of mutual respect that Cobra Kai and Wicked, we did a collaboration, and we would, support each other. We'd see each other at events, and so I was supporting them and pushing them before I ever got a dime from them. So I believe in them. Because you get into the whole sponsor thing, and you're like, well, the guy's paying you. Of course, you're saying it's great. You can look back, and last year, and in all these times that I've always supported Wicked, long before they gave me anything. They make the greatest boards. They're really great people. So I'm really thankful that they stepped up right away, and decided they would support me and sponsor me, and I can't thank them enough. And I hope if you need boards, that's where you get. Next is Zuka. Zuka's kind of the same thing with Wicked. I was using Zuka and their stuff and going everywhere, and I'd be like, man, you gotta get a Zuka. Zuka's the greatest. And I remember I put my own Velcro on my first Zuka I ever got, and the rep for Zuka was like, oh, where did you get that? He's like, we're gonna make ones with the doors of Velcro. We've never seen one with that. I said, I made it myself, so I could put patches on it, and I never dreamed that they would sponsor me. And so, like Wicked, I believe in that company, I believe in their product, and I did so before they would ever sponsor me. So, if you're into cornhole and you're going to be doing, even if you're traveling, like if you travel a lot, you can use it like a carry-on. You put your stuff in it. The coolest thing is a lot of times you get to the airport and all the seats are taken. So now you're standing, waiting, sitting at the thing. You can literally sit on that thing and wait for them to start boarding. Same thing with events. Sometimes there's not enough seats. Maybe it's a long day and you just want to sit in. If you're playing doubles, you want to sit in between rounds. I do that sometimes myself. So, if you're into this game, you want the best thing to carry your stuff around with, it's Zuka. It's easy. Perfect Game Sports. They allow me to be able to continue to practice in the winter because it's cold out. You can slip far if you're not throwing. And I don't really think going to leagues and playing 4 or 5 games really, it's better than nothing. But I don't really think you can keep your game at the highest level without actually putting the time in on the boards. And sometimes I see that dip. And then I go and, go to Perfect and I put some real time in, and it really helps my game. So it's very important for my cornhole career and ability to play in the pros that I'd be able to throw even in the winter. So I appreciate them sponsoring me and giving me a place to play. They do, not only do they do sporting stuff, so if you have sports or You probably do yoga, you do birthday parties. There's all kinds of things they do there. And if you need that sort of thing, they're on Facebook. You can message them, and you can set something up. And kind of like with all of my sponsors, I'm not saying go out and spend money. If that's not what you're looking for. But if you're looking for cornhole bags, go to Ultra. If you're looking for the best cornhole boards, go to Wicked. If you're looking for the best way to carry your gear, Zuka. And if you're looking for a birthday party or place to be able to play indoors on turf, then it's perfect. And if you support these companies that support me, that's like helping me, while also helping yourself. So I would encourage you to get your stuff from these companies to help me. They're helping me to try to compete at the highest level, and there's a lot of traveling involved, so I appreciate all my sponsors. I appreciate everyone who's come into my life from this cornhole and played against me, and all the friends that I've made, and hopefully I can go out and with this jersey and do well and make you all proud. Thanks for my long-winded Facebook post.